Okay, hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson. Okay, for today I just want to discuss the homework you did previously. I marked your homework for those who have submitted, and I found that many of you couldn't understand how to round off the numbers. Okay, never mind, let's do together. Now for this question, you have to round off to the nearest 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000 for each number. Okay, for every number you have to round off. Okay, let's look at the first question, which is 129,475. Okay, so the first thing we have to round off to the nearest 1,000. Nearest 1,000. So when we see the word 1,000, you just write 1,000. Okay, and what I do is I divide it by 2 first. Okay, bagi 2 dulu. You divide it by 2, you get 500. Now this 500 will tell you 2 things. The first thing, there are 3 digits. 3 digits. The second thing, this is the number that you need to compare. Okay, kena bandingkan. Okay, now let's go back to the question. Okay, now first thing, there are 3 digits. So I just underline the last 3 digits. 475. Okay. Then the second thing, I compare with 500. Is it bigger than 500? 475? No, right? 475 is smaller. So when it is smaller, you don't have to plus 1. You just copy the front number 129, and then the last 3 digits you change to zeros. Okay? Now, for nearest 10,000. Okay, nearest 10,000, you just write 10,000, and then you divide it by 2. 10,000 divided by 2, you get 5,000. Now this 5,000 here tells you 2 things. First thing, there are 4 digits. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Second thing, this is the number you need to compare. Kena bandingkan. Okay, now let's look at the question again. The question is 129,475. So firstly, you underline 4 digits. Last 4 digits. Okay, so the last 4 digits is 9475. And then you compare with the 5,000. Is it bigger or smaller? Now 9475 is bigger than 5,000. So what we do is we have to plus 1 to the front number. So 12 plus 1 is 13. And then the last 4 digits you just change to zeros. So your answer is 130,000 for the nearest 10,000. Okay, then the last one is 100,000. Okay, we need to round off to the nearest 100,000. So I just write down 100,000. I divide it by 2. I get 50,000. Now this 50,000 here will tell us 2 things. The first thing, there are how many digits? 5. Second thing, you compare. Okay, later you have to compare with the numbers using 50,000. Okay, now let's look at now we write down the question. 129,475. Okay, 5 digits. So you underline the 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 digits. Okay, not the front. The last 5 digit yang belakang. And then you compare with 50,000. 50,000 bigger or 29,000 bigger? 50,000 is bigger. So when your number here is smaller, you don't plus 1. You only copy the front number 1 And then the last 5 digits, you just change to zeros. Okay, so the nearest 100,000 is 100,000. Okay, let's look at the second question. And the third. Okay, let's look at B. Same thing. You have to round off to the nearest 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000. Okay, so we write the number first. Okay, nearest 1,000, you write 1,000 divided by 2. You get 500. So here, two things. The first thing is 3 digit. Second thing is compare. Alright, so we underline the last 3 digits. Compare with 500. Is it bigger or smaller? Smaller. So smaller, you don't do anything. No need to plus 1. You just copy the front number 605. The last 3 numbers just change to 0. Okay. Then we need to round off to the nearest 10,000. Write down your 10,000 first. Divide it by 2. We get 5,000. So 5,000 will tell you there are 4 digits. And secondly, you need to compare. So write the question first. Underline the last 4 digits, right? Compare it with 5,000. Is it bigger or smaller? Now 5148 is bigger than 5,000. So when it is bigger, you need to plus 1. The front numbers, 60 plus 1, 61. So you write 61 first. And then the last 4 numbers change to zeros. So your answer, 610,000. And then the last one, you need to round off to the nearest 100,000. So write down 100,000 divided by 2, you get 50,000. 50,000, there are 5 digits. And secondly, you have to compare. So 5 digits. Okay, underline the 5 digits behind. Compare with 50,000. Which one bigger? This one is smaller. So smaller, you don't plus 1. You just copy 6. And then the last 5 digits change to zeros. So your answer is 600,000. Are you okay so far? Okay, last one. Okay, so you already know how to do it. I just give you the answer. Okay, the first one is nearest 1,000. So you divide it by 2, you get 500. So you compare with the last 3 digits. Now this one is bigger. Can you see that? So you plus 1. You get 984. And then the last 3 digits change to zeros. Okay, this is the nearest thousands. And then for nearest 10,000, 10,000, you divide it by 2, you get 5,000. So you have to compare with 5,000. 5,000, there are 4 digits, so I underline 4 digits. This one is smaller, so no need to plus 1. You just copy 98, change the 4 digits to zeros. So you get 980,000. Lastly is the 100,000. Now 100,000, you divide it by 2, you get 50,000. So there are 5 digits. So you need to underline 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Compare it with 50,000. This is bigger, right? 83,000 is bigger. So this one you need to plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Write 10 first. 5 digits behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is 1 million. Okay? 1 million. Okay, for second question, same thing. You have to... Now, here, there's something different here. You are given the unit, right? You have the ringgit. So you have to write the unit ringgit. Okay, round off to the nearest 100,000 ringgit. So you write 100,000 divided by 2, you get 50,000. Same thing. 50,000, there are 5 digits. Right? Pardon my handwriting. And then you have to compare. Alright, so you write the question 259,648. Underline 5 digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Compare it with 50,000. This is bigger, so you have to plus 1. 2 plus 1, 3. And then the last 5 digits just change to zeros. Write your RM. Okay, you must write RM. Question B, nearest 1,000 gram. You write 1,000 divided by 2, you get 500. So only 3 digits. So same thing, you have to write the gram. Underline the last 3 digits. This one is bigger than 5, so you need to plus 1. 488 plus 1 is 489. And then the last 3 digits change to zeros. Write your gram. Okay, now for the last question, state 3 numbers when rounded off to the nearest 100,000 will become 600,000. So you have to write you can try one by one, but you know that the middle number, right, for 100,000, right, 100,000, you divide by 2, you get 50,000. Okay, you get 50,000. So what this means is you have to write your number bigger than 50,000, starting from 500,000. So 500, you can write any number as long as bigger than 50,000. Can you see this is bigger than 50,000? Then you have to plus 1. When you plus 1, it becomes 600,000. Okay, you write any number starting with the number 500,000, and then the last 5 digits, you just write any number bigger than 50,000. Bigger than 50,000, you will round off to 600,000. Okay, so please do correction on your homework. I saw many mistakes yesterday. Okay, please do your correction, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.